What it do, baby? Flight team, stand up. Cause I'm just dark. Like, I be trying to put some light on myself. I'm just fucking dark. Damn, like, I gotta face the sun or some shit. Alright, fuck it. Do your thing, halo, do it right to the phone. Alright, let's do it.
Okay, easy, Tiger. Easy. Come on. Hey. How many police chases do you think you've been in?
30, I think.
Tommy, do you scared of hell? I wouldn't be. I love cutting up through traffic. The police, if you watching, I'm just playing, but I love cutting up through traffic. That shit fun.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how wanted would you say you are?
Probably a 10. Nobody's more wanted than me.
I wasn't lying when I said these guys are wanted. Hello, folks. I'm Tommy G. I'm here with the most wanted drivers in New York.
Hey, I'm Street Bud.
Oh, there's no way he interviewing Squeeze BENZ, bro. If you be watching a car scene, bro, and you know what I'm saying, you really into it, and you be watching a New York video, Squeeze BENZ, that nigga be getting up through there. This video loud as hell. Hold on, let me turn that bit down. Squeeze BENZ be getting up through there for real.
I'm a big dog. I do big dog shit. I fuck your bitch, bro. I heard she been wanting the kid.
I'm a big dog, and I do big shit.
Let the dogs outside.
Swim team, you already know what's going on. I love NYPD. Swim team, the dream team.
So buckle up, folks. This is going to be a wild ride.
Nigga say
One
he
day
love
in the safety of my home in Milwaukee, I started to get bombarded by DMs imploring me to explore these two drivers named Squeeze BENZ and Where's 981. When I looked at their pages, their driving shocked me. I would describe their videos as daring, dangerous, and reckless. I'm fascinated by the human desire to push limits and go against the grain. I'm fascinated by the daredevils and outlaws of the world. Young men in particular love to do this in a variety of ways. Evel Knievel shot himself out of a cannon, Philip Petit tightrope walked across the Twin Towers, Alex Honnold climbed up cliffs without a rope, and fighter Darren Till cut weight until he went blind. The question that comes to mind when you look at this behavior is,
What? I have never heard of that story. A nigga cut weight till he went blind?
is what compels someone
Damn.
to push themselves to such lengths and risk injury or death. In today's video, we investigate this daredevil behavior in the form of reckless drivers who are causing outrage and fascination across New York.
Police tried to pull over a car on West 38th Street and 7th Avenue. The driver sped off, slamming into cars, driving on the sidewalk, and even hitting a dining shed.
But there's a twist in the story, because these guys don't just risk their own necks in the stunts, they also risk the lives of innocent pedestrians and the law enforcement that chases them. These guys
Okay, that clip was a little OD. I ain't never did no bullshit like that, but
regularly go on police chases and evade police helicopters. Today, we interview them face to face and talk morality, ethics, danger, and their motivation for their behavior. Let's dive in and go boots on the ground. This documentary is purely for educational purposes. We want to stress that the behavior depicted in this video is dangerous, illegal, and should never be imitated. And remember, it only takes one bad crash to ruin your life or someone else's. Please drive responsibly. Thank you.
Western forces have reached the White House.
no way.
Oh my God.
Civil War is the movie event of the year.
President's on the move.
Yeah, I can't even skip this shit. That shit crazy.
Spin your passion into a business with Shopify and break sales records with
Chew with the effing show. Check for chew my carbone in my section.
We 981 driving. Here's what they had to say. New York Airport. So I wanted to know how everyday people felt about this kind of driving. We had some extra time to kill at the New York airport, so I went around showing people videos of Squeeze BENZ and Where's 981 driving. Here's what they had to say about it. What do you think of that?
It's just dangerous. I think if the police go after them, it's a bit dangerous. Was everyone else at risk?
He's probably going 120, 130 right now. See how there's some close calls?
I feel like he thinks he's in a video game. That stuff pisses me off. So I got kids that are on those roads too. When that guy hits one of my kids, he'll say, I don't know what happened.
I could tell this guy a million times, hey, you're gonna kill some.
Hey, one thing I will say, don't try no bullshit like this if you cannot drive, bro. It does take skill for real to be trying to swim through cars and squeeze through cars, bro. Like, it's not as simple as they be making it look, bro. Like, especially going at speed, you gotta think about it, bro. One wrong, overturning, over correcting the wheel, bro. Your car gonna flip, all type of stuff, bro.
somebody on the road. He's gonna do it anyways. What do you think about that?
It makes me mad. I get it. All kids, they're bred to do that, right? But it's irresponsible.
If I told you that this guy's gotten away from not only multiple police, but also helicopters. What's your reaction on that?
I believe it. I just feel like it's really selfish. I feel like he should get his license taken away for some period of time and probably have to go through safe driving classes, maybe talk to people who are victims of people that drive like him.
I think it should be commensurate with like attempted manslaughter or something like. I mean, that's in effect you're putting people at risk intentionally when you go a certain speed over the speed limit.
If you were his mother or father, what would you tell him?
That he's a selfish idiot. One of these days, somebody is gonna get in his way and that person's gonna end up dead, or many people are gonna end up dead. And if he ends up dead, that's his consequence for what he does, but nobody else deserves to have that kind of risk. It's no different than someone who's really drunk getting behind the wheel of a car.
Yeah, that's real. I feel like involuntary manslaughter is crazy though, like
weapon of mass destruction. It has to be handled.
Like, yeah, they doing that crazy shit, but you know what I'm saying?
The steepest price that gets paid is not the person driving the car. I mean, someone's going to end up dying, and that'll be that.
That can ruin hundreds of people's lives. Like, if a kid in a school were to die, everybody in the school would be mourning for that one person.
Oh yeah, he's tripping. Not safe at all.
If he hits somebody, do you think it should be manslaughter or the first degree?
I say manslaughter because you know what you're doing. Like, you're just driving crazy. Like,
what would you tell him if you could say something to him?
I'd be like, slow down.
What do you think about driving like this?
Oh, it's terrible. I don't like it.
Like, you better stay away from that.
Yeah.
What should be the penalty if he's caught? Manslaughter or first degree? That's some of the debate.
If he hits somebody? You mean if he kills somebody? It's vehicular manslaughter.
This guy has an ability to get away from multiple police vehicles and including helicopters.
Right.
So he hasn't been caught. Yesterday, he got away from a helicopter.
Where, in New York or California?
New York.
Wow. What kind of car is he renting?
Lamborghini.
I could see I was out running the comms. I guess we could hope for him hitting a telephone pole. Turn yourself in, brother. You're a reckless driver and you're going to hurt innocent people.
He just saw that nigga. He hope he hit a telephone pole. That's crazy.
We're on our way to meet Squeeze Benz. Recently, he's been making the news for his high-speed stunts. While some people see his driving as exhilarating or exciting, there's a rising sentiment that this sort of behavior unnecessarily endangers innocent drivers and pedestrians. He sent us the address of a random parking garage and told us to pull up. This is what we encountered. Folks, we're on the way to talk to one of the most wanted drivers in New York, Squeeze Benz. This kid does stuff that makes my butthole pucker up. Pause. This guy is reckless. This guy is extreme. This guy drives at a very high speed. I do not drive like this. You shouldn't drive like this, and there's a reason why I'm not getting into their cars while they're driving this fast. It's dangerous. It's reckless. It's scary. Disclaimer, don't do this at home. He's kind of like a high-speed fugitive. I'm always interested in the outlaws of the world, people that live on the edge. Humans, especially men, are always pushing the limits of danger. But one distinction I want to make is Evel Knievel only harms himself if he fails. The UFC fighters are both signing up. They're in mutual combat. But these guys, if something goes wrong, they harm innocent civilians. So I want to ask him about that, but then ask him about the outlaw, the testing danger piece that lives strongly within them, because I think that's interesting. This is not a product placement. I do not want a partnership with Celsius.
Yeah, that shit is crazy. Yeah, he trying to do ads and shit. But that shit is crazy though, when you really think about it. Like, imagine going that fast and then you just smack into some random pedestrian.
An NYPD car that's got some zip to it. RIP Mainstream Media. It's been a great run. Kudos to you for lasting as long as you have. But that's it. I mean, you're finished. Sorry. In honor of that, RIP Mainstream Media. Sweatshirts available. TommyGMcGee.com. Oh my god, dude. What the f is this, Batman, dude?
What is happening? Oh, she looks great.
Hey, attention everyone. I've been trying to catch the Pontiac Bandit for 8 years.
On a scale of 1 to 10.
Where did this nigga get a Urus from? That's a Urus, ain't it?
How wanted?
Mean ass
Lamborghini Urus. How wanted would you say you are?
Probably a 10. Nobody's more wanted than me.
Really?
Yeah.
That's insane.
It started like about a year ago. I got my first BENZ, and I always did like little driving videos, and I never really took it to nothing. And then my boy started saying like, you know, mad people are blowing up off this, and I was just like, you know, That's just how it started.
I'm curious, like you have a Lamborghini, at one point a Mercedes-Benz. I'm sure you go through a lot of different cars. Are you going on tour and just driving people's cars all crazy? You guys getting your own cars? Like, tell me about that.
I had my own car for a bit, but then I changed it up because I did get chased a lot. So I just realized, like, you know, doing long-term rentals is just a way better route. And then obviously I don't tell these guys on the street that.
Did you ever get blown up by the tour people asking what the hell happened?
They do ask, and then like I kind of just like, you know, I'm just driving the car, you know what I mean?
You mix danger, but there's also other people at risk when you do that. Innocent civilians. So what do you think about the element of danger?
But if he renting these cars for long-term rentals, I know them fees when he get back be crazy. Cause he be whipping the hell out of these cars.
For that.
I've been doing this since like real shit since I was 9. I used to take my dad's car off and I used to just walk out. I've been doing this for so long now that I feel like I did have some professional at it. Like, you know, niggas know like that's how I drive. There's been incidents where I've gone out with people and they try keeping up with me and they crash.
How fast do you go?
I mean, there's been a video on live where I've gone one-handed 210 miles an hour.
This nigga just said there's a video where he going two-handed. I mean, I'm tweaking. He going one-handed, 210 miles per hour. Cause
filming with one hand, driving with the other, 210 miles an hour.
Yeah.
That's insane. Did that scare you?
Not really, just to build up a tolerance of just speed.
Do you feel like the police watch your...
He talking about he been doing this shit since he's 9.
Let's pop in the car and keep the conversation going. How many people normally out compared to like, am I in the high end of
Not in the high end.
That's okay. Does your mom worry about you?
I told her she don't even want to hear the things that I'm doing. She be getting scared because she know I be doing shit, like, you know what I mean?
Do you know any friends that have gotten really hurt or died doing this?
My boy, he was racing and he macked up and he hit his head and his head like split open a little bit. He needed stitches, but like other than that, nothing's ever happened.
That's what I'm saying. You gotta know what you're doing.
Camera system in New York. How hard is it to evade capture or awareness of the police?
Super easy. A lot of people like they be doing crimes with their plates on. Look at me, if I go and run from a cop, I'm gonna make sure I either have altered plates or no plates at all.
New York City is home to one of the most advanced camera surveillance networks on the planet. An Amnesty International project identified that there are more than 25,000 public and private cameras at traffic.
That's why all these folks be getting caught up in New York for though. They got cameras everywhere, bro.
Intersections across the city.
Like,
this
you can't do nothing in New York.
Capture faces and other details from up to
they be on your
400 feet away.
ass.
This infrastructure isn't cheap either. This camera technology, combined with cell phone tracking tools, spyware, and facial recognition, racked up nearly $3 billion in expenditures from the NYPD from 2007 to 2019. When street racers run rampant in the city, it's easy for governments to make the argument to increase the surveillance in order to shut down this reckless and deadly behavior. However, this same technology can also...
I feel like it's easier to get away in New York though, cause there's so much fucking traffic. And if you know what you're doing, you get up through there, you get on that highway, you going. You know what I'm saying?
Also be used to capture the profiles of millions of civilians on a daily basis, something that is currently happening in China and that many Americans are afraid of. As technology such as AI facial recognition and high-def cameras increase in quality, this is a challenge we are going to have to wrestle with to ensure the very tech that can help keep us safe also doesn't grow too powerful to infringe upon our freedoms. What are the different penalties for if you got caught doing what we were doing?
Jail time. I'm running red lights. I'm doing more than triple the speed limit, double the speed limit. This is a lot of tickets to...
You did a video in Times Square recently, right?
Yeah.
I send it back for all my insecurities. Maybe like some work will probably clean it back. Maybe make your tops is line locked when you slide.
It only takes one.
I ain't gonna lie, they must just be building the case on this nigga, bro. Cause there's no way they haven't caught this nigga yet, bro. There's no way, bro. They must just be building a big ass case. We're gonna see in a couple years, Squeeze Benz gets 300 years. Cause what the hell? This nigga is drifting in the middle of Times Square, bro. Swerving that bitch.
One mistake to permanently change or destroy somebody's life.
I do understand that. It's just like, we were also like, it was a lot of people. 12 o'clock in the morning, you seen in the video, like I stopped, looked around, made sure there was nobody, and started doing donuts. And then when I was running the red lights, I'm not gonna lie, I was low-key bugging. I low-key know how to run red lights. I've been chased by Mac cops to the point where I could blow the red lights doing 60, 70. No, I'm not gonna
60, 70, dude. What is your strategy in getting away from police?
hopping on the highway. These cops, like, they're not really built for that. It's a lot of real rookie cops now. It's a bunch of rookie cops, and these guys do not know how to drive on the highway.
Let's talk about how drivers like BENZ can evade detection for so long. They do so by altering or covering up their license plate so the car cannot be tracked by police or the traffic cameras. Cars with this modification have been nicknamed ghost cars. Last month, a joint task force was launched between New York Governors Kathy Hochul, New York Mayor Eric Adams, the NYPD, and the MTA to crack down on the issue of ghost cars. In their first day alone, they impounded 73 cars, issued 282 court summons, and made 8 arrests. And I noticed the same thing back home in Milwaukee. The guys running through the red lights, driving the stolen cars, and driving aggressively, most of them do not have license plates. What's the longest police chase you've been in?
30 minutes, 20 minutes.
That's a pretty long chase. How many guys do you think were chasing you at one time?
It had to be like 3, 4, but the main thing was the helicopter. Those are really hard to get away from. Luckily, it was late night. I was in the Porsche, and that shit does 210 miles an hour. So I just hopped in the highway. You know what I mean? The helicopter can only go so fast.
You go faster than the helicopter?
Yeah, they only like top out like 150, 140.
You crash into somebody, they get paralyzed, they die. Do you think you deserve it?
You gotta know what you're doing, though. Because why the fuck you know the top speed of a helicopter, bro? Like, you know what I'm saying? I mean, that shit is just on Google, but like, what the hell?
If I kill somebody, that's somebody's life. Like, that's somebody's mother, brother, cousin, whatever the case is. If somebody crashed into my mom in her car and they killed her, I'd want them to go to jail. You know what I mean? Maybe not for life, but just enough to get it in their head, like, you know?
What makes taking these risks worth it?
Nah, he tweaking. Somebody crashed into
I don't really see them as risk. I see them as
somebody crashed into my mama, they going to jail for life. And then some, you feel me? If you know what I'm saying?
My dad used to give me his car. You know, I used to sit on his lap when I was like 7. He used to give me the steering wheel, that, and then, you know, I hit 9. He used to send me, yo, go to AutoZone real quick. I used to go to AutoZone, Home Depot, whatever the case is. Go 13, I used to start picking up my boys, and that's when I started really, like, you know, cutting up.
Oh my motherfucker. Okay, easy, Tiger. Easy. Come on. Hey. No more.
Tommy G and that bitch scared to hell. He not even doing nothing for real. I love that shit, but you know, Lamborghini yours. And a Lamborghini yours. And a Lamborghini yours. And a Lamborghini yours. Cutting up, boy. I be in that
That's
bitch.
how the fucking made me.
Imagine me doing that.
Yeah,
That's really nothing.
How many police chases do you think you've been in?
More in my hand. There's been so many times where like the boys just get behind us and they start chasing. Or like it's not really chases to us. You know, they back off.
Do you think you're the most wanted driver in New York?
Between me and Where's 981, like Where's 981 low-key died down, I feel like I've taken over that spot. So yeah.
I'm sure there are a lot of young men that watch your content. What do you think about kids that want to go try and replicate this, copy this?
From Squeeze Benz himself, do not come try this.
This is something that you can get paralyzed, you could die. I don't drive like this, you shouldn't. Some people in this game take lots of risks, and Squeeze is one of those guys, but highly advise never to do this. How sophisticated is the camera system in New York?
It's getting more sophisticated now to where, like, you know, take them probably 2-3 days to really find where you was at, you know what I mean?
How do you stash your vehicle so that the police don't trace you to your house?
I pay for a garage, I have other parking garages where I park my car.
So just like a drug dealer has trap houses, you have different...
I have trap houses, yeah.
Miguel, are you nervous at all?
I'm f***ing nervous.
The boys are right here.
Dang, Tommy got like 30 ads in this video, bro. Wait, Tommy G so scared.
But how do you know he was about to get out of his vehicle? You were just about to smash him when you opened up the door. Why do you think this is something that young men gravitate towards?
Adrenaline.
Let's talk about brain development in young men.
Oh,
The
brother.
male brain is fully developing males since 2000.
Come on, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Nobody care about that. Everybody know what adrenaline do, bro.
And drifting through Times Square. What's the craziest getaway story you have?
That'll be the one with the helicopter. I pulled up on the highway patrol in the car. He was about to pull someone over. So I got behind him. I started playing with him. And I was recording. I got away, obviously. A week later, I started getting chased by 2-3 black Chargers. I'm looking up. And I see the helicopter above me. And I'm like, oh, nah. It was only like my second ever helicopter.
I ain't gonna lie. I be watching the motorcycle chases when they be getting away on a motorcycle. And I feel like that's way easier to get away on a motorcycle than it is in a car, especially from a helicopter. Cause bro, once they get that helicopter on your ass, you really gotta get up through there, bro. You gotta be in some geek shit, or you not getting away. I ain't gonna lie, you just not gonna get away.
I would have to say so my heart was dumping. I'm not knowing how hard these guys are gonna go from here right now. They're gonna set a roadblock up, something, you know what I mean? But thank God that wasn't the case.
Like a spike strip.
That's never happened to me. I don't need to give these niggas advice, but like, I don't know why they don't use spike strips.
Is it hard for you not to be going fast right now?
Honestly, yeah. If New York really wanted...
This nigga said, I don't mean to give them advice, but why y'all niggas not using spike strips? That's real. Why y'all haven't used spike strips on this nigga? I mean, then again, like I said, though, it do be hella traffic in New York, though. So for them to just throw down some spike strips, they'll probably hit like 3-4 cars. Because at any time, it's traffic through New York. Damn, boy, I be stuttering like fuck.
If they game up, they should put a place where people can do this and have fun in a safe environment. If you give us a spot, we're gonna use it.
How long do you see yourself doing?
That's one thing I will say too, but it is legal pits. But them shits is like more so down south. Like legal drifting pits and shit like that. But it's no like just regular racing, you know what I'm saying? Like how you supposed to cut up through traffic with no traffic, you know what I'm saying? Like you just supposed to put a bunch of cars in like a speedway or some shit. You know what I'm saying? That shit don't make no sense. But that is real though. If they did some shit like that, then I feel like folks will use that shit. Cause shit, why not? That shit legal.
How often do you drive reckless?
It's every day but till limit.
Let's talk about reckless driving in the United States. In 2021, there were 6 million car crashes and 39,500 of them were fatal. A survey by the insurance company Nationwide found that 47% of Gen Z reported driving faster than the speed limit, and 34% of them reported video chatting while driving. Actions like this help contribute to car crashes being the leading cause of death for American teenagers.
Hey, one thing I will say nowadays, bro, everybody, no matter what car they driving, think they fast and furious. Cause why is you in this little ass car trying to go 300 miles per hour? Of course that's an exaggeration, but everybody be trying to speed, you know what I'm saying? And that's why motherfuckers always crashing. I'm always seeing some fucked up car on the side of the highway, especially in Atlanta, cause niggas always think they can drive fast in Atlanta, and shit not the case. Half y'all niggas can't even drive for real, y'all trying to drive fast.
Teenagers. Another concerning fact is the amount of pedestrians killed by reckless driving. In 2022, there were 7,500 deaths in this manner. In New York, vehicular manslaughter is a felony that carries a steep sentence of up to 15 years. We took 2 Polaroids, they're fresh off the press, still developing. We're gonna put them in 2 random people that buy merch in the next 48 hours. 2 people will get Squeeze BENZ, Tommy G, Polaroid photos. RIP mainstream media, big dogs gotta eat. Hope to send this to you. Available on Patreon only are the wild and extended cut versions of the interviews with Squeeze BENZ, including one right after he got finished with a helicopter chase, extended cut interview with Swim Team, and more. This is some good shit. Patreon. The swim team. Swimming refers to the driving technique where they cut up, weaving in and out of traffic to get where they want to go. They've gained a lot of notoriety online, and I wanted to talk to them to learn more about them.
The faster you go and the more dangerous you drive, the more views you get.
Alright guys, we're pulling up to meet the swim team. You're one of the groups of the drivers. Why do you guys call yourself swim team?
This is how it started, like, they call me float. Used to be called float apostle, so like, I guess it's like a teacher. I would teach you how to float. And then it just turned into like, you know, when we started cutting up and stuff, it was almost like we were swimming through traffic, and they'll call me like Michael Phelps, so we're swimming.
How fast do you go sometimes?
I'm hitting 150 every day. It's easy to hit 150, bro.
Cap. I mean, it's not, I mean, it is easy to hit 150. But it ain't no you going 150 every day, bro. Yeah, I ain't been caught yet, bro. That's ridiculous, bro. 150 miles per hour every day. That shit not cool, bro.
Like, it's triple digits no matter what. Your 50, 60 miles an hour is my 100.
Have you had any near misses?
Yeah, of course. People come to me like, oh, how do I do this? How do I do that? I'm not going to try and teach you how to do it because of the simple fact that someone can get hurt. Thank you that I have not hurt anybody. It's like shooting a gun in an open field. Like, anybody can get hit with a straight bullet.
If you hit somebody and they get really injured or die, what should be the punishment, you think?
I'm going to jail 1,000%.
Yeah, it's worth it. Why?
It's not worth it. That's the thing. I can't justify it, you know?
What's it like being in a high-speed chase?
Your first time, it feels crazy, bro. It's like you're like you're scared to go home. Some way, somehow, you make it home. You have a little bit of a tough night of sleep that first night. And then you make it to the second night, you make it to the next night, they never come. After that, you get numb to it, you know? What
are the laws in New York for chasing people? Because I know in Milwaukee, oftentimes they don't chase you at a certain speed because they know it results in civilian deaths. A lot of times when the chase happens.
It depends on the cop, honestly. I've seen cops where one of my boys, this dude going off-road in New York, and the fucking cops following him off the road. It just takes that one, you know, that one cop that's just ready to be like, alright, I'm coming for you, and it's over.
What does your mom think about this?
I bring my mom to work, she's going 150. She didn't get scared. In her eyes, she knows I'm a good driver. Like, she got mother's prayers, of course. She's gonna always pray for me.
There's no way his mama going for that. Nigga, if I hop in a car with my mom going 150 miles per hour, if I hop in a car going over over the speed limit, if I go 5 over the speed limit with my mom, she and that bitch yelling, screaming, hitting the dashboard, you know what I'm saying? Like, ain't no way your mama just cool with you going 150 miles per hour while taking her to work. This nigga lying.
Sure everything works out every single time, but she's not too stressed.
You created swim, right?
I wouldn't say I created swim, so it started off as a joke between me and some right floating, swimming, and then we're like, why does that sound kind of nice?
So I'm here with?
With Alfred B250, where's 981? Float.
And I'm Tommy G, allegedly. Who out of this group is the high-speed specialist?
This nigga right here is like nasty on the truck. This nigga right here is just nasty on the
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Where's 981? That nigga got some skill. I be watching his videos all the time. That boy got some skill.
What's the fastest you guys have ever gone in a car before? 170?
183.
That's life or death speed. What makes it worth it for you to put yourself in that position?
Bro, these niggas are hitting NASCAR numbers. Like, there's no way these niggas are hitting NASCAR numbers. These niggas are hitting close to NASCAR numbers on the highway, bro. And y'all be seeing how fast NASCARs be going, bro. How fast NASCAR's cars be going, bro. There's no way they hit NASCAR speed,
Where you
bro.
could go to the afterlife if you're not careful.
What?
I never, like, hopped in a car and went that fast off-grid. It's kind of like, you know, I got used to it, slowly, you know, building up, like, a tolerance to the speed. If you're watching this and you're a driver, then you know what I mean when you feel the rear wheels through the seat of the car.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
An extension of your body.
You have senses from the seat, the steering wheel, the audio cues, how loud the engine is, if your tires are squealing. You have so many cues in it, and it's really up to you.
But I ain't gonna lie, one time I had spun out. I was going, it was raining, and I was floating, and I was coming around the corner, and I had spun out. Nigga went all through the dirt and shit. I felt my tires come up off the ground on them. That shit was scary. Hell, I slid like 200 feet. Had to get a tow truck, pull me out the mud. I was dumb though. I was tweaking. I don't know why I was going that fast. It was raining. I was coming around the curb. Fat ass puddle in the road. Went right through that motherfucker. As soon as I hit that bit, my shit said, "Skirt." I corrected that bit though, cause you know what I'm saying, real driver, you know what I'm saying. I drive a manual car too, so that shit was easier. But that shit was bad though.
All that sensory input and be able to like drive properly. It's like we're not trying to do this shit forever. Like we genuinely want to hop on the track, just go crazy. It's just a track right now. It's expensive and people are shutting the tracks down.
Do you guys know anyone that
Alright, that's it.
has crashed or died?